The policies of President Ronald Reagan's administration were aimed at economic recovery, which had been stagnant following the oil shock of the 1970s and the expansion of armaments to conclude the Cold War. Economic policies implemented for these ends are called Reaganomics. Elected to the presidency by an overwhelming majority, Reagan lowered tax rates and drastically downsized Social Security welfare programs. He also came up with a blueprint for raising income. He believed that tax cuts would lead to an increase in income for individuals, which can revitalize the economy. Another mastermind behind Reaganomics was Arthur Laffer. This master of supply-side economics claimed that reducing tax would increase government revenue. Reagan slashed the corporate tax rate from 48% to 36%, and the individual income tax rate from 70.1% to 28.4%. In reality, Reaganomics was effective to some extent. In 1984, the unemployment rate fell under 4% without any danger of Reagan slashed the corporate tax inflation. As their incomes grew, people enjoyed spending their money rather than saving, and the government's military expenditure snowballed. Now, the U.S. economy was again facing the threat of severe inflation. Some in the administration called for a cut in military expenditure, which Reagan flatly rejected. Rather, he attempted to win the Cold War with more aggressive military initiatives. He also reinforced US military interventions against Nicaragua's leftist government and Salvador's rebel forces. In October 1983, the U.S. invaded Grenada in order to topple its leftist military government, which had been hostile to the U.S. People who remembered the shame in Iran and Vietnam gave enthusiastic support to Reagan. His economic policies faced a lot of controversy. In 1984, however, he was re-elected as U.S. president, winning 525 votes against Walter Mondale's 13 votes.
Bestseller of Economics. Principles of Economics Graphic Edition.